All right. About to laugh.
Good. In today's world of AI, teams are moving faster than ever, burning tokens trying to ship new features and improve their products. Yet, for some reason, a lot of it is missing the mark with customers, and too often the revenue growth isn't materializing to justify the increase in spend either. At Dovetail, our mission has always been to improve the quality of everything. We started the business 9 years ago believing that the best things are built by teams who listen to customers. And over the years, we've helped teams analyze qualitative data, democratize research to product management and design, and provide a robust and enterprise-grade research repository. Yet, insights from interviews and usability tests is just one slice of a bigger pie. The best customer-centric product teams leverage more data than just user research. They consider research insights alongside quant analytics, support ticket themes, user feedback and reviews, and input from their peers in sales, customer success, and marketing. The best product teams leverage the voice of the customer to improve every product decision they make, regardless of what team or tool it came from. However, as many of you are learning, manually copying and pasting a random sample of call transcripts, support tickets, and reviews into AI coding tools like Claude Code and Cursor simply isn't enough to get always-on intelligence that leads to the best winning products. Partly this is because everyone can vibe code, including your competitors, so writing code quickly is no longer a differentiator on its own. Partly this is because general purpose AI just doesn't understand your business the way that you do, your customers, your market, your strategy, and your people. These days, we're going beyond research to solve this problem. How can we enable organizations to get the most out of their customer feedback, regardless of where it comes from or what form it takes? How can we do that in a way that is scalable, safe, and compliant? Well, Dovetail has now become the customer intelligence platform, a vertically integrated, enterprise-grade platform that includes data, integrations, apps, agents, search, and chat to help product teams build the best products. Our platform can now do things that we've only ever dreamed about. Dovetail can now classify huge volumes of unstructured user feedback, enable stakeholders to query with natural language chat and semantic search, and support new workflows for cross-data synthesis. We know that the best products aren't built by token maxing teams. You can't slop your way to success. We still believe the best never guess, teams who deeply and diligently understand their customers. And we're proud of the thousands of teams that use Dovetail every day to achieve exactly that. Like product teams at Amazon, Ford, Salesforce, ADP, Canva, Mercury, and Visa. Today, Sherry, Travis, Jess, and Anahita will walk you through how you can deploy Dovetail as a customer intelligence platform, operating as a rich data warehouse and context layer for your entire business. We'll show you how Dovetail enables all teams to make better decisions backed by real customer data, regardless of where it comes from, so that you can build the best and beat the rest. Now let's start with Dovetail Agents.
Thanks, Benjamin. I'm Sherry, a PM here at Dovetail. Every team right now is trying to get one thing right, making the right call on what their customers need next when feedback is coming from every direction. That's the problem that I want to start with today because it's yours and it was very much ours too. Every week was the same. What do we build? What do we fix? How far do we deviate from our planned roadmap? What do we tell sales and CS about their requests? And lately, should I just vibe code it? But as Benjamin said, the best never guess. So we built a team that doesn't. Meet Dovetail Agents. Always on, always grounded in the context of your real customer data. They're self-improving, they utilize defined skills to complete complex tasks, and connect to the tools you already use through our MCP connectors like Slack, Figma, Linear, Hex, and Canva. They listen, they're agentic, they act. You tell Dovetail Agents when to work, on demand, when you need them, on a recurring schedule, or based on a trigger. They are the team that you never had the headcount for. This next part, it's the game changer. Digital twins. Hey, mate. Hey. Not just synthetic personas. Take a real customer, a real segment, a real champion or a vertical, and build a digital twin from real data. Sales calls, support tickets, user research, not a synthetic character based on generic training data, but an actual version of your customer, assembled entirely from what they've really told you. And then you or your team can just talk to them. In chat, Slack, or Teams, the same place you query everything else in Dovetail, a virtual customer is sitting there on demand, ready to answer the question you'd normally wait a month for. Trace back to real customer evidence. Call up a Dovetail digital twin on demand, in a planning meeting, a strategy session, or before an enterprise QBR. Or set up your digital twin to proactively inform decisions throughout your week. The impact this has across your whole organization is substantial. Everyone stops working from their own version of the customer and starts working from the same shared understanding. Designers can validate a design in seconds. Sales can role play a customer discovery call. The PMs can pressure test their roadmap against real customer feedback. One voice of the customer shared across every team. With live voice mode coming soon, your customer has never been more accessible. We've also made sure that Dovetail Agents are multiplayer. Product, support, sales, the C-suite, they can all run an agent right from chat, Slack, or Teams. No bottlenecks, no silos or gatekeeping. The customer voice belongs to the whole org, not the one person who set it up. You can share agents and always control access. Soon, we'll be launching an overview page for agents with an activity log, engagement analytics, so you can see what your agents are up to, which ones are the most popular, and which ones are actually having impact. So, what does a team of agents actually look like? Well, here are 3 of ours at Dovetail. First, our go-to-market enablement agent. When my team ships a feature, for the next 2 weeks, I can be fielding the same Slack messages from our customer-facing teams. What does this do? How do I position it? Who wanted this? I've solved this with my GTM enablement agent. It watches linear for new features shipped. It correlates this with Dovetail data about specific customers with this gap or need or who have talked about this, and posts a Slack-ready enablement brief in the relevant account channel with the right framing, the right language, and at the right time for my go-to-market teams. Second is my product ideas agent. Now, this agent is a bit of a fun one. It monitors sales calls, support tickets, and continuous discovery interviews. It identifies themes and flags what's accelerating and creates creative product solutions to address it. Then it connects to my Figma agent, which mocks up concepts for me. So I can come and check them out every Monday morning over coffee and before my team weekly kickoffs. And finally, our churn prevention agent. Customer success teams usually find out about churn risk and forecast gaps way too late, at the QBR or just before renewal. The churn prevention agent sets out to solve this. This Dovetail agent reads a customer's CS calls, support tickets, and every other piece of feedback. And then it surfaces if that account is at risk before the quarter is over. It then scores them based on Hex product usage and qual signals, updates Salesforce records, and then nudges the CSM with a few tangible ideas to turn the account around. Our CS leaders get a monthly roll-up too, so they know where to direct capacity and how to forecast accurately. I told you, Dovetail agents are the headcount that you never had. We can't wait to see how you use them.
Over the past 2 years, we've seen our customers do incredible things with our product for customer experience teams, channels. Dovetail has classified over 61 million data points of high-volume voice of customer feedback, like support tickets, app reviews, and sales calls. CX and VOC teams at companies like Bamboo HR and Okta have used channels to drive new products with speed and confidence, increase their bottom line, and put out fires before it has cost them millions. Today, we're excited to show you the future of how customer feedback becomes shipped product automatically with Channels 2.0. We have always known that the creativity of AI can be an advantage for product managers and designers to help you workshop ideas, vibe create, and go from idea to reality. But unlike general purpose AI tools that give you one-off narrow responses, Channels gives your team a full 360-degree view of customer feedback, acting as your thought partner and product companion, allowing you to capture and prioritize ideas and drive customer feedback to inbox zero. Channels uses AI to automatically turn high-volume user feedback into compounding and creative ideas, like new features, improvements, and optimizations that reveal what your customers actually need, what your team can immediately act on, and how you can close the loop with the people who shared their thoughts. Channels automatically generates ideas based on real customer feedback, but also other quantitative signals and commercial context, like ARR, accounts affected, and customer information. Not just a summary, but actionable decisions ready to make, or features ready to build. For the first time, CX, product, sales, and marketing all work from the same surface. Let me show you how. First, imagine you're a product manager at Zotify, a music streaming app. It's Monday morning, a new sprint is about to start, and you open your Voice of Customer channel in Dovetail. This is your ideas feed. Every idea you see here has been generated based on real customer feedback and shaped by the business context you've provided up front. Your product strategy docs, your growth metrics and targets, and customer personas and archetypes. This isn't a raw dump of customer requests. It's a ranked list of feature ideas, bugs, and pain points shaped by what matters most to Zotify. Your Voice of Customer channel is running 24/7 in the background, even when you're asleep. So the ideas are always ready. There's never a prompt needed. At a glance, you can see the status, owners, and priority, with visual charts and breakdowns showing how demand for an idea tracks over time, whether it's new, trending, or declining. So you know if you're looking at a product idea that's gaining momentum or fading out. Channels is multiplayer. Your whole team works from the same surface. They can react to ideas, leave comments, and upvote what moves the revenue needle. Here you can see improved music discovery has already been getting attention from the team. That cross-functional engagement from sales, customer success, and marketing directly influences the ranking of your product ideas. For example, ideas that drive the most impact will rise to the top. With Channels 2.0, your product team and your go-to-market team work from the same picture. Let's open improved music discovery. This idea comes preloaded with clear recommendations, improved by the context you provided using your product strategy and business objectives. You can see the exact feedback that has contributed to the idea, from specific customers and from which source, with everything traced back to real customer data. So your team can pressure test before they act. Like everything in Dovetail, AI chat is only a click away. Let me chat with this idea to interrogate it further, learn more about the underlying evidence, and brainstorm an implementation plan. And just to tease what Jess will show in a minute, I can even send it to Linear directly from chat. Every data point behind improved music discovery is one click away. The exact quote, the company, industry, ARR, plan type or SKU, and so on. These metadata fields are customizable and are automatically synced with a CRM like Salesforce or HubSpot. Summaries and general purpose AI tools often hide the source material, but in Dovetail, you can always trace things back to the source. Okay, let's build this idea. With our new one-click actions across Dovetail, in one click, this idea can move straight into execution by using your tool of choice. No prompting from scratch, no context lost in translation, so whoever picks it up understands not just what to build, but why it matters. Here's what that looks like in practice. Hit Claude Code from the one-click actions menu, and you land straight in Claude Code, moving from feedback to code, but grounded in real customer evidence, not vibes. Dovetail remembers your favorite tool based on what you like using the most. If you're using project tracking tools like Jira or Linear, you can push the collaborative playlist editing idea straight into your team's backlog, along with all of its context. With the status linked back to channels, as it moves through your roadmap, everyone can see where it stands. Let's fast forward a few hours. You have acted on the recommendations provided by channels, and you've shipped some improvements to music discovery. The idea has been implemented. Now, using chat, you can draft a personalized follow-up to every customer in one go. Your customers feel heard, trust builds, and more feedback flows back in, creating a positive feedback loop. We know that closing the loop with your customers is really important to drive loyalty and engagement, and we're working on making this experience even better and more powerful later this year. From a single piece of feedback to a shipped feature, back to the customers who asked for it, every step connected, every team working from the same customer intelligence and set of ideas. Support, sales, product, and CS no longer working in silos, but directly with the product team on one surface. With Channels 2.0, Dovetail can drive product work forward, rather than having ideas stuck in data silos or traditional processes. Ideas move, and they move to wherever your team already works. With that, I'll hand over to Jess to talk through how our ecosystem of integrations has evolved.
As Travis said, Dovetail is a key player in your ecosystem, and we've been investing heavily in our MCP connectors and integrations to help you leverage data across different tools. Dovetail can not only pull in data from different integrations, but we've also unlocked powerful new workflows and cross-data analysis with a suite of MCP connectors. Today, we're launching our first-party MCP connectors, Canva, Salesforce, Hex, Notion, and Linear for Dovetail Agents in chat, with Slack, Gmail, and Figma coming soon. We also support a custom MCP, so you can connect to virtually any tool in your stack. Let's look at some workflows for different roles in your organization. For those of you who are product managers, you know the drill. Every quarter or even week now, at the rate AI is developing, you're looking through your backlog and customer feedback to decide, prioritize, and get buy-in on your roadmap. You're in Dovetail, chatting with sales, customer renewal calls, and user research, and have gathered enough to create a linear project for, say, a brand new collaboration feature. You vibe back and forth with a Dovetail chat until you land on something you have conviction on. Now you can extend this workflow and connect our linear MCP and send context directly through to create a new linear project. So say you ship this as a new beta feature. Now you can create a Dovetail agent to help you track both qualitative feedback, such as customer calls, and quantitative metrics by querying product usage, segmenting by enterprise, and ARR value through the Hex MCP connector. The Dovetail agent spots spikes in product usage, which is validating, hurrah, and generates a report highlighting noteworthy anecdotal feedback and quantitative behavioral metrics. That's quant and qual truly in one place, eh? Speaking of customer feedback, if you're a customer success manager, you'll want to hear this one. Time is ticking, and a gnarly renewal for your big account is coming up. With our new Salesforce and Canva tools, you can create an agent to continuously monitor feedback for your account as you prepare for that renewal conversation. You can use all of that customer context to help you create a deck addressing all of their pain points. After the conversation, which of course goes well, your call is automatically uploaded into your Dovetail project, and the Dovetail agent can now automatically update that Salesforce record to add follow-up tasks based on that call. With our new Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot, Amazon Quick Suite, and True Foundry connectors, you can leverage Dovetail data and customer context wherever you work. Whether you're a designer like me exploring design concepts in Figma, a product manager refining product docs in ChatGPT, or a sales rep drafting a proposal for prospects. With these new layers of connectivity and integrations, you can do more in-depth cross-data analysis to get a holistic view of your customers. And of course, external connections come with a lot of complex permissions. We have intentionally designed for that control in mind. So now I'll pass it on to Anahita, our experienced specialist, to enlighten you with it.
Dovetail is the system of record for your entire organization, with every customer signal in one place. But something that's central, used by thousands of people at your company, needs guardrails and consistency. Here is how Dovetail delivers both. It starts with governance. Dovetail is now ISO 42001 certified, the international standard for responsible AI management. So the AI behind your customer intelligence is governed to a globally recognized bar. From there, you can now shape what the AI knows. Our new workspace context feature allows you to set context across your whole workspace to control strategy, tone of voice, and what matters most to your team, or manage it locally in a single project or channel. Either way, every answer stays on brand and grounded in your business, which means more relevant outputs and better decisions. Every response is evidence-backed with deep linked citations to the exact customer moment, quote, or artifact, giving you the confidence that every Dovetail response is a trustworthy response. And now, custom data retention lets you set your own rules for how long data lives in Dovetail and expires it automatically. AI redaction handles the rest autonomously, protecting customer faces in recordings, confidential details in sales calls, and private information in support tickets, so you stay compliant across your governance needs. We've also launched version history, which shows how every doc has evolved, so you can see what changed, who edited it, and lets you roll it back when you need to, so you maintain control of your company's guardrails. Custom Home shapes exactly what your team sees when they land in Dovetail. Project and doc templates mean every team starts from the same playbook, whether a project's created in Sydney or San Francisco. And global fields and tags let you define your labels once and apply them everywhere, keeping your classification system consistent at scale. This is why customers like Johns Hopkins University trust Dovetail to be rolled out in enterprise, because Dovetail delivers answers grounded in real evidence, quality, and compliance. So as more of your organization comes on board, your customer intelligence doesn't just get bigger, it gets stronger. The sun's out and your customer intelligence is ready to shine.
So here's everything we announced today in our Suns Out summer launch. Dovetail Agents. You can create much more powerful agents in Dovetail that can leverage docs' context and skills. Agents in Dovetail now have dozens of tools available, from editing docs to sending emails. They can be triggered by an event in Dovetail or an event in another tool, as well as on demand in Chat, Slack, and Teams. You can also create a digital twin for your team to interact with that can act as a customer persona that's backed by real data in your workspace. Our next major version of Channels 2.0 doesn't just classify feedback, it proactively surfaces ideas for how your team can improve your product or service. And this is based on account-level metadata from your CRM, like ARR and product analytics, as well as any strategic context that you provide. Your team can react and comment on specific ideas, helping you prioritize what you want to build. And when you're ready to build, in one click, you can share that context with an AI coding tool or a Linear or Jira ticket. Finally, once your team has resolved an idea, close the loop with the customers who shared the feedback to create a positive feedback flywheel and drive loyalty and engagement. Channels 2.0 is available in closed beta. Sign up for the waitlist at dovetail.com. Our ecosystem of integrations and connectors has greatly expanded. You can now leverage Dovetail data where you work, in Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot, Amazon QuickSuite, and True Foundry, with our new and official MCP connectors. Additionally, our chat and agents features can now be connected to several new tools to pull context into Dovetail and take actions, including Linear, Hex, Canva, Figma, Notion, Salesforce, Slack, and Gmail. We have also launched 10 new integrations to get a variety of customer feedback data into Dovetail. Finally, we've launched several new standardization, governance, and compliance features. Our new Workspace Context feature allows your team to create and link docs as context, which is provided to all of our AI features across chat, agents, channels, and projects. AI redaction automatically redacts PII across projects, while custom data retention lets you control how long data exists. We've also launched version history for docs, along with improvements to workspace templates, fields, and tags to give you more control over the playbooks and processes that your team use. Phew, that was a lot. As I said at the start, our mission is to improve the quality of everything, and we're super excited to see you experiment with these new capabilities to unlock new ways of working with customer feedback. And if you have any thoughts on our product, please keep the feedback coming. You can learn more about this launch and everything in it at dovetail.com, and make sure to join the conversation in our Dovetail Champions Slack community.
So we did it!
Cool. Nice.